I do have an understanding for racial tension. I myself have been targeted not just because of racial tension, but also as a family member of law enforcement. I understand that there are people who feel that they're not getting the justice that they deserve within our system. I'm a victim too. I want people to know that there are two sides to this story. Just like there are people who are being targeted because of race, there's also people being targeted out there because they're law enforcement, government officials, or judicial people who work within our system and their family members. Me being one of those victims. When we have a situation where the police and other government officials are directly being targeted and gunned down, who haven't done anything but their job, we have a problem here. I understand these people that are out here picketing and rioting, some of them claiming to be in peace. But when you unmask the truth of the situation, they're only escalating things by continuing to allow it to go on and on rather than ending it. There comes a time when we have to find realistic resolution in order to resolve this problem. It's not just about race or injustice, because the racial issues and the injustice are going on both sides of the fence. And it's time to unmask that truth in the situation. My family has been targeted. Several members of my family were murdered at the hands of the Obama, Clinton, and Bush administrations. I also have reason to believe that there have been several attempted assassination attempts on my life. If you knew my situation and saw the timing involved in what's occurred with me regarding these attempts on my life, that these people claim to be accidents, you would understand too, especially when you look at the bigger picture. There's people that's not realizing stuff that's going on in truth in this situation. First of all, I look at Gretchen Whitmer, and, especially when I go to the graveyard and I see Cooper all around her family's grave sites. I notice these names everywhere I go. In patterns, like at the Mission Hills graveyard, I see the Clarks don't have any marked graves, and I know why, because, my biological father's a Clark. And I understand what went on in history with bootlegging. So for people to come to me and tell me something, you should have paid attention in school. You would really know what's going on. Because in this situation, history really has repeated itself. We've got the Civil War going on again. This time, I think we need to do what's necessary in order to make sure it doesn't happen again. So if you've heard about my Dozier, my texts, and the phone calls that I made to the Cass County Courthouse, you would know that. But if you look at my all those things in one big package, it is an actual realistic resolution to what needs to be happening in order for everyone to receive the correct justice in our country. We've had generations of people, not just Native Americans, to whom I have in my heritage, but also to foreigners who have dedicated and given the ultimate sacrifice of their lives for the sake of our Constitution and the freedoms that it guarantees to our citizens. It's time for us to stand up and rise, as we always have as Americans, and do what's right. There's a peaceful way to end this altercation that we have going on in the streets right now. That's why I'm so proud of my president when he picked that Bible up and held it for all in our country to see. We still have religious freedom in this country, and we're not going to allow the Catholics or the Muslims to take that from our great land. It's time for us to shut this down. Everybody who's with me, it doesn't matter if you vote for Trump or any Democrats. You're supposed to be standing here saying, that's the art of the deal. We need pot to heal. Because pot is part of religious freedom. It's not about the marijuana. It hasn't been for a long time. It's about asserting our right to religious freedom under Article 19 of the United States Constitution and the Bill of Rights. That's something my people died for, and I stand proud to defend those who gave their lives. God bless America, and have a blessed day.